think Anna made a comment. She said, she said the sad thing about debates, they're optional. She said they should make them mandatory. The people in the communities and that's voting for you, we need to hear you. We need to hear what you're going to do, what your plans are. We need to see all the candidates that are running for it to be optional, because they said that Stacey Abrams, the second time to do a debate with the guy running for governor, he didn't want to. So whether you win or lose, you should utilize that opportunity to let the people know what your plans are. But even if you use it to be dirty like Comover did.
Well, see, I disagree with that. I feel like elections are supposed to be open. Anybody can run. You can run if you want to. And if I want to run, and I just want to run for the fact that my name will get me elected, if people are stupid enough to vote for me, then that's up to the people. The people. If the people demand a debate, then they'll demand it.
And I think they need to start demanding a debate. Are we so Susie sausage heads that we don't care if the Herschel Walkers that are running? I don't want you running because you're famous, because you're popular, because you got money. I want to ask you, if you know anything.
No, but I don't have
anything. What you gonna do for my streets? Are you gonna get those fixed?
No.
At my health care,
but that's up to you.
That's sad.
As the people, you determine.
They can't force debates.
No, I don't think you should.
I haven't seen no. I'm saying people can't force debates because they're optional.
No, but I'm saying the crowd can force it. If the crowd says, if everybody starts saying, I'm not going to vote for somebody if I don't hear from them,
they got to put it out there.
Right. But it's still you. You're the crowd.
But see, you're saying something that to me is a challenge, because we as the people, let's just say for sake of argument,
it's all about freedom.
I'm at the University of Illinois.
Yeah.
And I'm in a class, and it's like over maybe 1,000 students in my class, and at least 900 and something. We all feel like, hey, so and so in our city, in our area, he's not doing a debate.
Okay.
People don't even know what can they do to request and force them or pressure them.
You don't,
because like Anna said, it's still optional the election the person.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. For you to
just don't vote for them.
Well, how would it be known? They probably still think they got the votes, even though they do a debate or not.
We live in America.
I just agree with Anna. I think it should be mandatory.
We live in America.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
You don't force somebody to, in my opinion.
It's not forcing.
No, you said mandatory.
I think that's not forcing. I think a mandatory debate.
Mandatory.
Well, here, you guys, think about it. Anybody running, I don't care how qualified they are or how not qualified they are, how famous they are or not famous they are. I feel like Anna feels, as a lawyer too, and as a person who talks on a lot of these shows, that debates should be mandatory for you running. If you're running, you need to debate, and you need to be asked by people who are bipartisan questions so they don't take sides. What are you going to do about education? Okay. Your turn. You got people running like the guy who was going to debate with Abrams because he's scared. Dude, I want to hear what you're going to do that's going to be different than what Stacey's going to do. I want to hear even if you don't know anything, make up something.
That's where we disagree.
Well,
because I feel like if that's what you want as a public, then you need to demand it. But it should not come from you running for office.
I'm just questioning, I guess, when you say you should demand it, how would people know to demand that?
By saying we're not going to vote for you.
So they would have
I'm not going to vote for you if
they would have to they would have to use a platform to do that.
We have free election, which means if I want to go in and write down Mickey Mouse's name, he can win. I don't want to live in a world where Mickey Mouse has to debate. I want to live in a world where if I want to write down Mickey Mouse's name, because if you start doing that, it's never going to be, they're going to always find a way where people, no one's going to be one's going to be the commentary or whatever and be not for one or the other. It's always going to be some. And back in the day when black people couldn't even vote, or even when they allowed women to start voting or black people to start voting, they would have had debates and they would have slaughtered us.
That's a question I want you to put a poll on. How you guys feel about
Let's see what True say.
I think people should debate.
Let's hear what True say. True says, yeah, I think they should have to debate, because how are you going to represent us on the world stage?
Thank you.
I say the people have to demand it.
But Kim, my question is, aside from what you're saying, and I'm not disagreeing with that, how would people demand that? You need a platform to get your word out and to pressure these people that are running.
Mm-hmm.
How would you put that out there? You're just going to happen to grab a news person and say, hey, let the candidate know, or write the candidate letters and emails. You need to debate, sir.
No, I want you to debate. I would give a form like they always do with the debates. And if you don't show up, that person has the whole time to talk about how bad you are and how wonderful they're going to do.
Yeah.
To me, if you don't, like Stacey Abrams, when you said that guy didn't want to debate,
he didn't want to.
She should have still went on stage.
She did.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if she did or not. You guys, if you live in Georgia, did that debate?
I don't think she did.
There's nobody to debate.
You're not debating. I would use that time to talk about.
And some candidates have done that.
I'll talk about what I'm going to do, and then I'll talk about what my opponent is not doing and not going to do.
I want to know. What if I'm voting for that man that's running for governor in Georgia? I want to hear from you. My vote. You need to earn my vote. I need to know why you are running and what you can do about
this.
And
I think that y'all live in a fantasy world.
No, it's not a fantasy world. That may change.
It's not. People vote party. It's not. It's not. Well, you just saw what's going on with Herschel Walker.
Any old John Doe can get up there and not even do a debate.
You think Herschel Walker going on for a debate is going to change whether they?
It's not about changing. It's about debating and letting us know what's your platform. Okay. That's all I'm asking. But that's the poll. I want you to put that out there.
We'll put that out there. But they
talked about that on The View.
I still say that's against. I hear what you and True are saying, but that's not how our voting works.
No,
if I want to go in and write out Mickey Mouse doesn't have to say anything.
No, that's not what we're saying. That's not how it works. It can start working that way. That's why Anna said that.
I can't.
That's why Whoopi said that.
All right, we're just gonna keep talking over each other.
Well, not talking over each other, but the ladies on The View, they made good argument why it should be a debate.
But how do you be a writer candidate then?
These knuckleheads are not debating with the Republican nominees because they're called deniers. You need to debate with them so you can challenge them as if they think that Comb Over didn't win because of this. I want to challenge you on the debate.
So Anna,
they're running away
you
saying,
gonna keep talking. So Anna don't believe in write-in candidates then.
It's not, that wasn't the point, Kim.
Right.
She's saying anybody that's running, it should be mandatory that they be a part of a debate.
Okay.
That's all she said. If you're going to put Mickey Mouse down, Mickey Mouse need to be on that stage and answer the questions that a person that's bipartisan can ask all of them.
But what if I'm writing in Mickey Mouse's name? He didn't go through a debate.
Then I don't know how the rules are with that, but she's just saying any candidate that's running, they need to be in a debate. They don't need to run away from it or say, oh, no, I don't want to debate.
Well, we disagree.
Why you don't want to debate?
All right, we disagree.
Then that means that you're not a strong candidate if I'm voting for you, I want to know what's in your head.
We disagree.
I feel your reason for it is not strong enough.
My reason for it is that we have an open election. We live in a country that's an open election. I can write anybody's name in and they don't have to say anything. I can write him in just because I like the guy. It has nothing to do with whether
But why would you want that John Doe that you like the guy? You don't know what he's thinking of to help in your city.
Again.
You don't care?
Again. You're talking about one person. For you to win an election, you have to have millions of people.
But you don't care who that person is that's been wrote in?
I'm going to try this again.
You're not giving me
It's not one person. It's millions of people. So if you can get 1 million people to write your name down who know nothing about you, there you go.
And you wouldn't want to hear them debate.
I'm saying what you want and what's mandatory is two different things.
I'm just saying mandatory means that whoever is a write-in, whoever is running for that office, they should be able to talk about it.
I agree.
That's what we're saying.
But that should come from you as a voter saying that that's what you want.
That's a different argument.
No, not coming from you being able to run. One of our things is that you have to be able to do a debate. You have to be a United States citizen. It's actually not even that many, to be honest. Let's see, what's the qualifications for being the president?
Criteria is not even. I'm not saying president level.
Well, what level are you talking about?
I'm talking about the Senate. All these people that are running for.
So criteria for Senate.
Yeah, those different positions. Mayor, your city officials, your aldermen, your senates, your state.
So you have to be. Here's the criteria.
Governors.
Here's the criteria for a senator. You have to be at least 30 years old, been 9 years a citizen in the United States, and not, when elected, be an inhabitant of the state for which you are chosen. That's it. I don't want to add all these other things y'all talking about. Those are the things. That's our freedom to run. That's our freedom to vote. And to me, I think your issue is more with people, the community, more than it is with our criteria as these people running. If we as a people don't require them to do anything or don't require them to say anything,
know that they do have, that they can make a change with that. That's why Anna just gave that suggestion on The View. She just says it shouldn't be an option.
Well, nobody questioned her.
I know now they know. They probably hear her say that and go, because I honestly didn't know it was an option. I really didn't.
But nobody.
We had a debate yesterday with our governors, our Republican governor and our Democratic governor, and they had rules for the debate. They can talk over each other. I didn't know that. Sometimes you will say, let him finish his sentence, and then you go next.
Right.
The other guy was talking over one of them. So I'm like, dang, some rules of these debates or something. But then I hear this morning with Anna, it's optional that you do a debate. And when Stacey Abrams, when Stacey Abrams said that the guy running for governor for Georgia, the first debate, she tore him up because she had facts.
So he didn't want to do the second
He didn't want to do the second debate. And I feel like, okay. So I didn't know that was optional.
So True said, I told you, I think they should have the debate. Denisha says, I need to know what your policies are and see if I am in line with my side. And a debate is a good way of seeing if they are for the people or themselves. And again, I totally agree with everything y'all saying. True, Denisha, Lenore. It still should not be mandatory. Again, as people, we need to demand that. As far as saying, I'm not voting for you unless I know what you stand for. I want to hear you in a debate. But as far as that being a qualification, a mandatory, I don't agree with that. I think it should be the way that we have it now. 30 years old, I just read for senator. A united, what did they say? Live in the state. I think that should be mandatory because that makes sense. You should live in the state that you're running in. And then the third one that I said, but I don't think that debate should be one of them. And the reason why is because if the people want to write in somebody or if want to push somebody ahead the last minute, I feel like they should be able to do that.
We'll do that as a survey.
We'll put it as a survey.
A lot of people gonna feel what Anna feels.
We'll put it. Well, you got it because Denisha and Detrue are agreeing with you.
And I like your idea with the people, but I wouldn't know how to go about that.
Right?
How would you go about the people demanding that?
By Stacey Abrams should have went out and said, "See, you don't want to debate."
She would have to pull people in and say, "You want to hear a debate, you guys?"
Yes.
And he still can say no.
But guess why he don't have to? Because we're party driven. Oh. He didn't have to. His people, she still lost.
What if there's 4 candidates on that same party?
Can I ask you a question?
No, what if there's 4 people Republican voting? I want to hear all 4 of them so I can make a decision which Republican I'm going to vote for.
Okay, so
debate.
Okay.
Debate. All 4 of you. Not the other side. All 4 of you Republican people running for that office. Debate.
So he didn't have the second debate with her, right?
He said no, he didn't want to. Because it's optional.
Who won? He did.
No, they're running. This is for this election coming up.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think the last one didn't won one either.
She didn't win the last one.
That's what I said. He won.
Well, because of the issues that you said she lost in court, trying to prove that there were some issues with the voting and people getting there and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if it's more than one candidate for that side, I want to hear what you all got to say.
What if you're a mush mouth?
Like I want to hear
like Herschel Walker.
Hear much mouth.
What if I'm not a good public speaker and you asking me what I want to do and I'm like
you can avoid
but I'm smart.
You can avoid the messiness in your life and still talk about the facts. You can still talk about how you're going to clean the streets up, not how many women you cheated on.
I just think
you can still talk about how you're going to lower the taxes for the seniors in the senior citizens home, not with the women you had paid for abortion, right?
I just think that y'all open it up for people to.
I agree with Anna.
Can I finish?
I'm sorry.
I think y'all open it up for people who have charisma to beat out people.
It don't
who
matter.
Are smart.
It don't matter. Yeah, if you got charisma, then look what Comover. He won. Comover had, how many people was running for president that year? 7, 8. It was a lot of people. One by one,
And
they
look what
dropped
happened.
off. He won.
And that's the
but
problem.
we still heard.
You proving my point.
And no, I'm not. We still heard a debate.
He wasn't the best.
He probably had BS answers and stuff, but we still sat there and went,
Can I ask y'all a
I
question?
like him.
Can I ask y'all a question?
he's not a politician. I like someone different like
Can
him.
I ask
And
y'all
that's
a-
why they voted.
Can I ask y'all a question?
What?
Those of you, Denisha and True and Lenore, because of what y'all said, we ended up with comb over. There was 12 candidates on there for Republican. Most of them was better than he was, but he was able to talk his way and had the charisma, and he's the guy that's at the fight. And your mama this and no, and everybody like whoa, and then the other person is like, but I'm actually saying what I'll do. Mm-hmm. Nobody cares about what you're gonna do. They care about your mama jokes. That's it.
I'm old school. I'll say this before we move on.
I understand what y'all saying, but
y'all remember? Let me finish. Y'all remember the episode on different world where Dwayne Wayne was running.
Yeah.
They were running for school president at their school, and this one girl was running against him.
Yeah.
And she had the crowd. I'm going to have the best parties on campus. And Dwayne Wayne was like, it ain't about partying and stuff. You guys, we have money, to build money, to have our cafeteria be better. And he was doing really.
Did he win?
Well, here's the thing. It kind of like goes on what you're saying. Charisma. Fame. They still had a debate. Dwayne was not going to debate with her because he felt like he wasn't getting anywhere. Everybody was like liking her. And that's the episode they had Jesse Jackson on, and Jesse Jackson encouraged him to stay in there.
Right.
Because he debated and he was running for president. He lost.
Denisha says, Kim, the Republicans rather run from the issues this time around and really don't have anything to say. Look, I agree.
And that's why they don't. Well, no, the Democrats are actually not debating.
Listen to what I'm trying to tell y'all. Whether it's Republican or Democrat, I agree with everything y'all saying. I agree with what Lenore saying. I agree with what True
That's all you're saying.
And
you're
I agree
saying
with
not
Denisha.
to make it mandatory, but if the people are wanting to hear the issues in the back, what they want to do, they need to force that person
They
running.
need to say we're not voting, but you guys.
I see what
y'all
you're
have
saying.
too
You're just
much,
saying coming at it a different
You
way.
guys have way too much trust in the people.
It's not about trust. I just want to hear what you got to say.
People don't care about
I don't care about people.
All right.
And here you just answered your question.
They don't care.
If you're saying they don't care, then why would they demand you to debate?
That's why it's not going to happen.
See, then your answer to what the problem is not going to help either way. That's why it should be mandatory. Because people don't care.
And then you have it mandatory. We'll get off of this.
Okay.
Then you mandatory it, right?
Yes.
Comb over will win every year.
It don't matter who wins from the charisma and how they suits be all nice and clean. I still
where a guy who actually has something to say will be standing on stage and he'll say something like, well, you know, I'll go with what you said, Denisha, about the Republicans running from the issue.
Okay.
He'll be a Republican and he'll get on the stage and he'll attack the issue.
Yes.
I'm not running from it. I'm going to meet it head on. I believe that as a Republican, it doesn't matter what office, whether you're Republican or Democrat, if you break the law, you need to go to prison. Those people who broke into the Capitol on January 6th, all of them should be in prison. I believe that they were criminals.
Yes.
And I believe as a Republican Party, Herschel Walker should sit down.
Hold on. He may not get one vote.
No, wait a minute.
At least I know how he thinks.
He's standing on stage with comb over, right? Now this man said all of this. Now if I was elected president, I would make sure that we had a bipartisan committee.
And maybe like 5% people like, yeah.
We'll have a bipartisan committee and we'll work through these issues together. We'll make sure that the right people get put away and the wrong people, the right people get let out and the wrong people get put away.
Are you a Republican for true?
I'm a Republican. Telling you my platform. Hold on. I'm meeting him head on. Like Denisha said, you don't want me to head on.
Okay.
After he says all of that, Comb over says, didn't I see your mother on the street corner yesterday? And the whole audience starts laughing.
I don't think.
And he wins.
Here's the thing.
Because he said a joke and everybody started laughing. And John, not the street corner's bad. This is what Comb over would say. John, let's say the man's name is John, wasn't your brother-in-law one of the ones that broke into that place on January 6th?
But you know what? To answer that, you guys, you probably agree with me on this one. There has not been a candidate like Comer since Trump. They try to be like him and try to throw shade and do dirtiness. It doesn't work. Trump is his own character.
You know what Trump
is one of a kind.
You know what?
We're not going to have another Trump like that.
You know what Trump would say too?
What?
After the audience laughs at that,
Yeah.
he'll say, "And John, I didn't want to say anything, but your shirt is wrinkled."
You know what?
Everybody will die laughing.
If even if it becomes a show or
All
a little
right.
da 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 da, as long as I'm hearing what the issues are.
All
That's
right,
all.
you'll be the one person in the audience.
I don't care. I'm for you, Mac. Daddy boy, what is it? The Mr. Goes to Mr. Chicken.
I forgot his name.
Daddy
George.
boy, that is it, George?
I thought it was.
Or Abner or something.
Denise.
Clarence.
Clarence.
Daddy boy, Clarence.
Denisha says, "Why wouldn't I care what you have to say when you're trying to take control of my liberties?" True.
Yeah.
True says, "I have no trust in people." Thank you, True.
Okay.
She says, "I hear what you're saying, Kim, but like your sister said, we have to hear these debates at every level,
Even if it's a clown show.
not just the presidential." All right. All right. I'm trying to tell y'all what's
that's
going to
in
happen.
the survey, though. Put it out
I'm
there.
forced to debate because of what y'all saying.
Okay.
And I'm a guy who actually has intelligence. But you put me up there with Mr. Showman and Herschel Walker, who talks about how he ran and it was, you know what happened? It was the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I remember
we were playing
I remember,
Dallas.
and y'all remember that game.
Yeah.
And they threw me the ball, and I
All
ran
the
it
people
in.
watching the debate
I'll
like this.
get it done. I got it done then, and I'll get it
And
done
all
today.
the Republican men go, yeah, Herschel, we're behind you. I get it.
And then the other guy who actually has something to say.
Yes.
Because you guys, Denisha, True,
I call everybody something out.
because Lenore, y'all forced him to get on that stage, right?
Yes.
The 3 votes he had, he lost. Because Herschel just made him look bad.
But you know what we've learned from the Trump days, you guys, and you can say this, a lot of the people who are running the whole debates now, they're being real careful. Cutting you off, not talking over, stay on the subject. I asked you a question, you didn't answer it.
All
I
right.
like tough
right.
people that's running those debates.
All right.
There's no time to talk about his brother. I asked you,
right.
what are you going to do to fix the streets in New York?
Right,
I
right.
love it.
The dog catcher.
The dog
True said on every level. Right? You said on every level.
Yes.
All right, True. So the local dog catcher.
From the aldermen, mayors, governors, all the way to the
The
president.
local dog catcher is forced to debate. And now all he
Well,
wants to do.
I think it's certain positions that are only debating, right?
Well,
I don't think those positions
okay,
debate.
the mayor.
Definitely the mayor.
All right, so the good guy wants to clean up the
But
streets.
you know what,
and
to your point though?
the other one wants to get up and talk about people mama.
But your point,
He'll win.
No. To your point, I think the people that are running the debates,
Mhm.
they're in control. They can stop that little show, that little stage show and acts, and if they can, Mr. President, no, we're not
All
going
right.
to joke around. Mr. President, quit talking about his brother.
All
Can
right.
you answer the question, please?
All right.
We're not moving on till you answer. I want somebody tough like that. Mr. President, that wasn't funny.
All right.
And we're not here to make jokes on each other's mama. So you answer. How you going to clean the streets in New York City? I love it.
Y'all living in a dream
Put me
world.
over debate.
Y'all
I
living
be
in a.
cussing them out. Like, God dang it. I asked you that
I
question.
think y'all living in a because they never answer the question.
But you can force them to.
All right.
Are you going to waste our time, Governor? Because you're running now.
right.
People are patiently hearing. What's your answer? I love it.
Kamala Harris, and Pence debated. All I
that
remember
fly on his
was the
head.
fly on his head.
I know.
I'm telling y'all.
Well, at least he came to the debate and he
All
did
right.
it.
I know what y'all saying, but nobody.
Okay, what's next? You can go to your
Y'all
topics.
got too much trust in
Okay.
the American
Look,
people.
I just like it. Hey.
Sorry,
Go
too
ahead.
much trust.
Okay.
All right, so this was